Why? Possible reasons raced through my mind. It began in the time of our struggles with the Bostoniac. In those days, our family did not live at St. Francis. Like all the others in our little mission village, we came here to seek refuge. Our old hunting grounds were in the long valley near the Beaver Tail Hill that gave my great-grandfather his name, Beaver's Tail. When Earth was still being shaped, Giant Beaver had been greedy and cut down all the trees to build a huge dam. He made it to hold all the water in the river for himself. The fish could no longer run upriver. The people suffered. So Gluskabi had come and fought the giant beaver. He broke open the dam to let the waters flow free. He killed the monster and turned his body into a range of hills. Where the dam had been was now a waterfall. It was there, in village below the falls, that my great-grandfather's father tried to greet and welcome the Bostoniac.
They came to us because they were greedy for the furs of the animals in our forests,
Beaver's Tail once told me. Though stooped with the weight of so many seasons, he was still half a head taller than any other man in our village. People say that my own tall frame is like that of my great-grandfather's. He no longer is among us, having walked the road of stars 7 winters ago, when I was in my own 7th year, but he lived to an old, old age. I remember how the long fingers of his hands curled in upon themselves like 2 pieces of rawhide left out in the sun and rain. He could no longer use a bow or a gun, but was able to carve with a crooked knife. I can still see the strong, easy motions of his hands as he worked on that soft piece of basswood while talking. Small shavings curled off the wood with each word. Though his hands shook, the knife never seemed to make a mistake, and he never cut himself. He held up the knife to let the firelight glint off its curved blade.
"You sharpened this well, grandson,"
he said. It made me smile. It was an honor to be trusted with his favorite bone-handled blade. I wanted to be trusted. It was as important to me then as it is now, though I did not know then how badly I would fail my family during that night of blood and many guns.
"When the Bostoniac came,"
Beaver's Tail told me,
"we thought it might be a good thing. We have always traded with other people. It was so in the days when our knives were made of flint. The best flint came from the Mohawks on the other side of the waters between. Though we sometimes fought, trade wove us together the way different colored strips of basswood become a basket. The best thing carried by that basket of trade was peace. We would meet the Mohawks with our weapons held out in front of us. We would exchange weapons as a sign of respect."
My great-grandfather sighed.
"So, when my father and uncle first met those men from Boston, they held out their bows in front of them. They had done the same with the French, who understood. The French had accepted our gift in a respectful way, gave us muskets, and then grasped our hands. But the Bostoniac grabbed those bows and threw them on the ground. Then they pushed my father and uncle down onto the ground and kicked them. They thought my father and uncle were cowards, surrendering their weapons."
My great-grandfather paused again and turned his face toward the summer land. He was seeing that scene again as he looked toward the place where we had once lived.
"The Bostoniac,"
he said, returning again to his carving,
"wanted the land that we lived on. They wanted us to either leave our land or be buried beneath it. We tried to make peace. When there was no other way, we fought."